Self-improvement. Maybe you started reading, you started journaling, you started to work out, you started a lot of these really good things for you. But the problem is that you still have those times where you're almost AFK, that you stay unfocused and you do these habits that you know are not good for you. But then you make the excuse that I don't really know what else to do. I don't know what else to do with my time. But then you know it, and deep down in your mind, that you're still wasting it. This is time that you're wasting. There's actually a way to make sure that you're using your time efficiently and you're not just sitting there wasting your time playing those video games, even though you know that it's not good for you. First of all, if you don't know who I am, my name is Sam, and on this channel, I try to give you guys information to help you better your lives on self improvement, whether it be fitness, philosophy, and just life in general. If this interests you in any way, then feel free to subscribe and actually join our movement. Self improvement, made my old habit tracker, like this is probably like a year and a half ago. Made my habit tracker, started staying consistent with it. I was reading, journaling, meditating, working out, just all the habits that people tell you to do in self improvement. But there was this problem is that, let's be honest here, even if you work out and you read and you journal and you meditate every single day, there's still going to be some empty room in your day. And especially whenever it was summertime, actually, this is before I got a job. Whenever it was summertime, I just found that I had so much time. And then because I had so much time, I just went and played the game with my brother. I went and sat down and laid in my bed and watched a show. Like, just idle hands is the devil's workshop, is what my mom always told me. Is that you want to make sure that whenever you're at your home, that you're actually being productive. So one of the best things you can actually do, and I'm gonna go in and tell you guys, is to simply get out of your house. Because a lot of the times this is the place that you are naturally lazy in. Crazy to you guys, like, oh my God, I don't want to leave my house. But this is really like where you can actually grow at. So like for instance, you don't have to go in your car and then go into like another city. You don't have to. But why not go into the neighborhood? Just go walk around. Go talk to somebody. Go ride your bike. See, there was times that I I knew that I was not going to do anything productive if I sat in my house. And so I would go on my bike and I'd just go ride in my neighborhood for like an hour. Just ride on my bike because I'm getting my exercise, I'm free up, clearing my mind up. It's healthy, it's amazing for you. So like I said, and this can be like literally going outside, going in your city, going to another city. Go find something to do. I feel like a lot of us, we only get out of our house when it comes to school and then the gym. Like, bro, go find something to do. Go volunteer at like a blood drive, like how I do. Every so often, I'll just go volunteer to a blood drive. You just want to make sure you're filling your time up to something that honestly makes you feel good. Like, you honestly, like, okay, for instance, for me, like it's blood drives. Like sometimes when I go to blood drives, it feels good knowing the fact that I'm contributing to something that's really big, that's really good. Or other times, maybe I'll go to the gym and I'll just go box. I'll go try something new, or I'll go to a different place. Like I went to like a rock climbing place that's in my city. Like you just what you don't want to do is you don't want to be like a hermit who you only do like once you're done with doing everything that you have to, you just go back to being that hermit who just sits in his house all day and does nothing. Now obviously there is those days where really you have to be cooped up because maybe the weather is shit outside and you can't do anything, but you want to make sure that you're not just sitting down on your phone all day. By the way, this is coming from somebody who is naturally an introvert. Like, I'm naturally somebody who could honestly do pretty well off if I just sat down at the house by myself, not interacting with a whole lot of people. But I will tell you guys is that obviously this is not healthy for you, and that it's really important that you actually spend some time socializing with other people, your family, your friends, or just random people, because we're naturally social creatures. And what I will tell you guys is one of the best ways to not waste your time is to simply don't have your phone on you. Because let's be honest, maybe you finish your habits and your phone's next to you and you're like, you know what? I feel like I deserve to go scroll. You know what? Maybe for a few minutes, that's fine. But realistically, you're not doing it for just a few minutes. You're going to be doing it for a while. You're just going to be scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. Then you're going to go watch a video. Then you're going to go play video games. You're going to go do other stuff that you know is bad for you. I tell you is that whenever you actually finish with a lot of these habits that you're trying to instill in yourself, you're going to have this time where you're like, man, I don't know what to do. I don't really know what to do. And then you're going to be tempted to grab your phone. But what you want to do is just not grab your phone. Do not grab your phone. Just be okay with sitting there and doing nothing. I mean, this is something that's like, it's crazy that like you and I, we have such a big problem with, is the fact that it's so difficult for us to just sit down and be okay with being bored. Because whenever you're bored, like this is whenever you actually have these ideas, or these thoughts of, you know what, I'm gonna go do something. So be okay with sitting down and doing nothing. Because let me tell you that what you're going to do, getting on that phone and going to scroll, is way less productive than if you just sat down and did nothing. Isn't that crazy? It's better if you sat down and did nothing than to go on your phone. How crazy is that? So what I want you to try to do is whenever you're bored and maybe you've completed your habits, which you should be doing all your habits, by the way, you you want to just sit down and be okay with being silent, being alone, finding something to do. Your brain will give you something for you to do, trust me. But don't let it be devices, because you know that, let's be honest, you're not going to do anything productive on your phone. At least as of right now. Because you don't have enough discipline and willpower to actually go on your phone when it's necessary. So that's all I have for you guys. Really, just try to avoid going on your phone and try to actually find something to do instead.